You guys ready to start this day off feeling energized, alive, and super motivated? Well, then join me for this 20-minute full body yoga stretch in the morning so that we can start this day off feeling energized and on the right side of the bed this time. If you've never stretched or flowed with me before, my name is Yelena Crawford. Welcome to my channel. And if you have, then welcome back. Make sure if you like this kind of content, you hit that subscribe button below as well as tap the bell icon next to it so you can be notified of all the content and classes that I release every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But enough of that, guys. Let's go ahead and get to it. All right, beginning today in a kneeling position. So if this is a little bit uncomfortable for you, you can always bring the heels out a little bit further and drop the seat in between the legs. But I'm gonna go ahead and start sitting on the heels. This is called hero's pose. We'll bring the palms to the knees, and I always like to start my day off with just a little bit of breath work. Not too much, but something to get us nice and energized, get that blood oxygenated, and it really helps to calm and ease the nervous system as well. So let's take a big filling inhale. Open the mouth. And we're gonna actually stick the tongue out. This is called lion's breath. Big exhale, really release the energy out of the body. Take a big inhale. Open the mouth. Good. And then you can just begin to build the breath, breathing in and out of the nose. We're gonna take a couple rolls of the shoulders. So let's take that right shoulder back, then the left, feeling it all along the rib cage and the back. Nice big shoulder massage, massaging those scapulas. And we can take it forward. Really over exaggerating the movement here. Good. Stretching out the neck just a bit here. Let's go ahead and bring that right arm all the way up and begin to drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Place that hand on the left ear. Just gently bring it down. We have to be pretty careful with our neck, so don't ever force. Release that side and switching to the other side, drop the left ear down to the shoulder and sweep that arm overhead, grabbing onto the right ear with the palm. Inhale, exhale. Good, go ahead, release the head. We're gonna open up the ankles here. Bring the palms to heart center and slowly begin to lean back, seat towards the heels until the knees lift off the mat and you'll feel the big opening in the tops of the ankles there. It's nice and easy. Don't force or lean back too fast and slowly go ahead and roll it forward. Palms come to the knees. We can begin to rise up onto the knees here and we're gonna face that long edge of the mat. Taking a couple vertical cat-cows here. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Gentle back bend for this first round. Take a gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, arms sweep back behind you. Gently lower the forehead to the mat. Seat to the heels. And while we're here this first round, we'll go ahead and gently massage the center of the forehead, that acupressure point, also known as Ajna chakra, the third eye chakra, really helping to stimulate, wake us up this morning. Inhale, rise, arms sweep back up, deepening the back bend just slightly. Exhale, lower, arms sweep back, forehead drops. Inhale, rise one more time, deepening the furthest yet into the back bend. Exhale, sweep it back one final time, dropping that forehead down, giving it a rock from side to side. Saying good morning to our bodies. Good. Pressing up into tabletop. So the knees come underneath the hips and the palms underneath the shoulders here. And we'll begin by stepping the right toe all the way to the back of the mat. Go ahead and roll the weight to the ball of the foot. We're going to take a nice juicy side stretch here. Take an inhale. Left arm sweeps up like a wing. Gaze lifts. Activate the lower belly here. Nice twisting motion. Breathe. Exhale. Thread that left arm underneath the right. Taking thread the needle, drop the left shoulder and cheek down to the mat. Now we might stay right where we are, or maybe even tiptoe those fingers forward. Extend that right arm out. And it's totally normal if you roll over here. I would be surprised if I didn't, but I'm trying really hard because we're on camera here. So just have fun with it. Be able to laugh at yourself. Let's bring out our inner child this morning. And then walking those fingertips all the way back, trying to gain balance here. Take an inhale, sweep the left arm all the way back up. I was successful, no falls. Good, drop the left palm down. And step that right foot through between the hands. From here, curl the left toes under, lift that left knee. Coming into a runner's lunge, we'll come up onto the fingertips. And we're gonna take another little twist here, but this time in our lunge. So plant that left palm all the way down. Inhale, right arm lifts high, lunging twist here. Feels really, really nice in so many areas of the body. Staying on the ball of the back foot, making sure the gaze is up towards the fingertips. Breathing into it. And then drop the right hand down inside of the right foot. And then we'll heel toe that right foot over towards the right edge of the mat. Don't drop that left knee quite yet. We're just gonna rock it back and forth, really getting into the hips and the groin. Back and forth. Beautiful. Maybe making some circles. And then go ahead, drop the left knee down, release the top of the left foot to the mat. Now we're coming into our dragon stretch. So whatever suits your body here, if you just want to put a bend to the elbows, lowering in, or if the body allows it, drop the forearms down, tuck the chin to chest, and breathe. Palms plant down into the mat. Lift up the chest once again and begin to shift the weight back. So the seat moves towards the heel and the front leg straightens. So that heel will actually be glued to the mat, toes lift up, and the palms plant in front of you as you pull the crown of the head towards the toe, and then see if there's room to drop the chest a little bit closer towards the knee. Half split. And we might feel a really nice release in this lower lumbar region, lower spine area. This is really good for lower back pain. You should feel it all along the back of the leg, the hamstrings, the calf. And you might even play around with pointing the toe too. This really opens up the ankle and stretches us out right here in the front. Just exploring all the little nooks and crannies of the body. Go ahead, shift it back forward into that right foot. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead, low lunge, crescent warrior. We'll go ahead and lunge in a little bit further. If there's room, we can even slide that left knee back just a bit further. And this one feels really nice too. If you are craving another back bend, be my guest. Bring the palms to the knees. We can go ahead and interlace the hands and press into the knees. You lean back, gazing up towards the ceiling. Good. Rising back up, release those arms, reaching them back up towards the ceiling. Curl the left toe under, lift that left knee, activate the lower belly, shoulder blades hug together. And now we're in our high lunge crescent warrior, reaching through the fingertips, feeling the body vibrate. Drop the palms to the mat, step the right foot back. Pressing back into our first down dog here today. Let's go ahead and take our dog for a little walk. So we're in this inverted V shape and we can begin to pedal the feet. So bend one knee and then press the heel of the opposite foot down to the mat. Maybe even push into the hip a little bit. Feels so good. And then switch sides. Maintaining and smoothing out the breath. Good morning to our body. Great way to start the day off. Prepare for a lot of productivity and just an overall sense of well-being and good mood. Drop it back down to tabletop. This time we'll check out the other side, so extend that left toe all the way to the back of the mat, rocking it to the ball of the foot. Tighten that lower belly. Inhale, sweep the right arm up, big wing. Gaze towards the fingers. Take the twist. Breathe. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Helping to flush toxins, all of those unwanted things through the body. Helping our natural cycles, speeding up the process a bit. Exhale, swing that right arm underneath the left. Go ahead, thread that needle, drop the right cheek and the right shoulder down. And don't be afraid to do it. Walk those fingertips out in front of you. Try to stretch and reach the left hand out. Have some fun with it. Roll over and find your way back in. Go ahead, tiptoe those fingers back underneath the shoulder. Plant that palm firmly and rise back up. Inhale, stretch and reach through the right hand. Nice. Drop the right palm back down. And we'll go ahead and step that left foot through between the hands. Curl the right toe under. Lift that back knee. Coming once again into our runner's lunge. Another one of my favorite stretches. Take an inhale. Left arm lifts. We're trying to stay up on the right fingertips if possible, but if not, that's fine too. We can always drop the palm down if we need some more support. But if you're looking for a little bit of a challenge, you want to push yourself this morning, see if you can rise up onto those fingertips just for a second or two. Breathe. Nice job. Bring the left palm inside of the left foot, heel toe that foot out to the outer edge of the mat. And we can kind of readjust here, and we're gonna rock it forward and back, really getting into the hips. I just love doing this in the morning. Starting off the day right. This is the way to do it. Nice job, guys. Now we'll go ahead, drop that back knee down, release the top of the foot, and however far you'd like to deepen here, as long as the bones and breath allow it, we can drop the forearms. Tuck the chin to chest and breathe. Using the breath to create that equanimity, that calm, clear mind. Not allowing our thoughts to get out of control. We start the day off with movement in the body, breathing to calm the nervous system. We start the day off right in our mind as well. Plant those palms back down into the mat. We're gonna shift it back into half split. Good, so the seat comes back towards the heel, straighten the front leg, lift the toes. Pull the crown of the head towards them. Real nice activation all along the back edge of that leg. And if we want to play around here, point through the toe, flex the heel, whatever works for you, whatever feels good. And maybe just try to use that intuition, whatever you feel like the body needs in this moment. A lot of times our body speaks to us. It tells us what it needs, what it craves. And shifting forward back into that left foot. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Anjaneyasana, that low lunge crescent warrior. Fingers, hips reaching and stretching. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. So we tend to wear them like earrings sometimes. So let's see if we can relax them away from the earlobes. And maybe slide that right knee back a bit further, really get deep down here into this stretch. Once again, if you're craving a back bend, interlace the hands, bring them down to the knee and lean it back. Good, stretch and reach. Back toe curls under, lift that knee, back up, crescent warrior, high lunge. Fingertips plant down, step it back, downward facing dog. Ooh, feeling really good. How are you feeling? Hopefully nice and warmed up. Good. From here, we're gonna step that right foot back to the front of the mat, and we're gonna turn to face the front here. So both toes facing forward, but this time we're in a side lunge. And we're going to bring the palms to heart center. Lift the toes on the left foot up. And this can be quite intense, so just go down as far as possible. If you can't bring the palms to heart center, you can always use them as a landing pad right here in front of you. Just kind of hanging out right here. If you're craving something a little bit further, we can always take the bind, wrap that right arm around that right leg, shin, and then take the left arm behind the back and bind. Take the gaze up towards the left. And breathe. Good. Coming back through center. If you took the bind, palms come to heart center. And we're gonna shift it over to the other side. So we can just drop the fingertips down if they're not all that ready there. And press ourselves into the other side. Other toes lift on the right foot. Palms come to heart center if possible. And maybe taking that bind. Good, release. Drop the fingertips down. We're gonna shift it to the center. Now we wanna turn the toes in slightly, heels splay out just a bit, and we're gonna use our 2 peace fingers to bind the big toes with our thumb, okay? Take an inhale, lift up, flatten the back. Exhale, fold it in. Take the gaze in between the knees. And allow the elbows to splay out, working to pull the crown of the head down towards the mat. Should feel really good here. Breathing into it. Inhales and exhales through the nose. As time passes, seeing if the body can slip into the stretch just a bit further. Gradually easing our way in a bit more. Good. Inhale. Lift it back up through center. Flatten that back once again. Release the toes. And we'll heel toe the feet in just a little bit closer. A little wider than hips distance apart. Bend both knees. And we're going to come down into a yoga squat. Palms come to heart center. We use the elbows to press inside of the inner thighs to press those knees out. If this is not working for you, not suitable for your body in the moment, we can always come to a huddle like this. Bring the forearms to the quads and just kind of marinate right there. That still really opens up the groin and the hips and really helps to build strength as well. So pressing in, maybe rocking a bit from side to side. Good. Plant the palms down, straighten the legs, heel toe the feet together. Forward fold, wrap the arms around the legs, big bear hug. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, lower the palms to heart center. Let's face the long edge of the mat once again. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, dive it forward towards the knees. Inhale, peek up. Exhale, plant the palms, and we're going to step it back to a plank pose. Drop the knees down to the mat, and then go ahead and shift the weight into the left or right hip. Swing those legs around to the front of the mat, and lower it all the way down to the back. Good work, everybody. From here, let's hug that left knee in. Now, we can try to bind the big toe once again with the left hand and extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Now, if this doesn't work for you, we can always wrap the hand around the leg like this. And see if we can pull it in a little bit closer. Bring that right hand to the right hip. Good, and then begin to open it out to the side. This is Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Try saying that 10 times fast. This is the laying down version of that. I always think it feels so good. It's pretty intense, but try and keep those muscles active. Really helps to build more flexibility in the body when we take more active stretches with the muscles activated rather than passive. Bring that leg back up. And we're gonna take this hand over, the right hand over towards the opposite side of the leg, and we're gonna cross it all the way over to the opposite side. Left hand comes out to a half T. Take the gaze to the left. Nice spinal twist. Good. And then we can just bring that knee back through center. Give it a nice squeeze and extend it long. Let's switch sides, hug the right knee in. Go ahead, bind the big toe or just extend the leg all the way up, grabbing onto the shin or the calf. Bring the left hand to the hip. Maybe pulling it back a little bit further towards the head. And then let's open it out to the right. Good. Trying to keep those hips square towards the ceiling if possible. Active through the left quad muscles. Inhale, bring it back up through center. Take that left hand, cross it over to the right side of the calf. And then we'll cross it all the way over to the left. Bring the right arm to a half T. Take the gaze to the right. Amazing job, guys. Hug that knee back in. Wrap the hands around the knee, squeeze it, and then we're gonna bring the other knee in. Both arms wrap around the shins. Let's go ahead and bring the forehead towards the knees. Extend it out long. Allow the palms to fall by the sides. And take rest, Shavasana. Please allow yourself just a couple seconds here in Shavasana to allow our practice to fully activate and integrate. Begin to wiggle through the fingers and toes, deepening the breath. Inhale, extend the arms long overhead, point through the toes. Give yourself a big full body stretch, just like first thing in the morning. And hug the knees into the chest. We'll begin to rock back and forth vertically up and down the spine. And rock it all the way up to a seated position. Well, I hope you guys are feeling super energized and ready to conquer the day. Thank you so much for joining me for this 20-minute full body wake up stretch. If you're looking for a little bit more and you're looking for a good workout, a couple of my classes are popping up on the screen right now. There's a nice vinyasa flow to build some focus and get even more motivated for your day. And of course, if you guys like this content, make sure to slap the like button below, subscribe, share this with your friends, and yeah, that's about it. Namaste. Peace.